The Wind River Canyon in central Wyoming is stunningly beautiful. And the scenic byway that follows the river between Thermopolis and Shoshone is a really cool trip that's well worth driving. If you are up in the central Wyoming area, you might be traveling across this road if you're heading to the Bighorn Mountains or to Yellowstone National Park, depending where you're coming from, of course. But really cool area. And then Hell's Half Acre is a site all by itself, in a category by itself. And we're going to show you both of those in this video. This was supposed to be the final part of a video that we shot when we were going to the Bighorns and camping on the west side of the Bighorns and do a project we had going on over in Worland, Wyoming, and then we went to Thermopolis and Jibo, the ghost town. So anyways, there ended up being 4 videos because we had so much footage. So this is the final of them. The Wind River Canyon is a really incredibly scenic place. It's also hard to photograph or shoot video on just because of the nature of it. There's limited places there are places to pull off the highway, but it's limited places, and so it's hard to really capture. One of these days I'll try and get a drone up down there, but for now, this is what we got as we were driving through. And then we did stop after we left there, went through Shoshone, little town of Shoshone, and on to back towards Casper. We stopped at Hell's Half Acre, which is just a really cool site too. I've been there a few times. This was the first time I was able to get the drone up there, and we got a fair bit of footage. It had been very, very cold while we were over there. My drone batteries were all a little cold and weak, so I could not get as much footage as I would have liked, but we got some for you. We'll go back sometime. We were there just before sunset. Lots of clouds, so the light was kind of flat, so not quite as contrasty as it might really look in real life when you get it onto the footage, but we'll show you that as well. and what is going on in Shoshone. Well, we hope you enjoyed these scenes from the Wind River Canyon and the Wind River Canyon Scenic Byway, as well as Hell's Half Acre. These are all in central Wyoming. If you're in that area, they're both worth checking out, I think. They're pretty cool spots. Well, we hope you enjoyed these scenes. We'll be back with you in the next video next week, as of when this is airing at least, and that's going to be our attempts to install a diesel heater, cheap Chinese diesel heater, in our DIY high-top cargo van camper conversion. So watch for that. We think you'll find it interesting. If you have any thoughts of putting a cheap Chinese diesel heater in your vehicle, you're going to want to see our experience, because there's some things that might save you some real grief during your process, and you can see if we actually can manage to pull it off and get it working. Well, thanks for joining us for this video, everyone. We'll catch you in the next one when we share our attempts to install that cheap Chinese diesel heater in the camper van.